moment of my life would have to be when I was sick. I was working at IGA and I had stomach cramps, I was vomiting and everything. So I kept seeing the doctors and I hated going to see doctors. So when I went and saw the doctor, they just told me it was a tummy virus. Take Nurofen, you'll be fine. So I'd go home, take Nurofen, or get worse. I'll go see another doctor, they'd say the same thing. It's tummy bug, take Nurofen. So I did that. I think me and Eddie went away on holidays. I was still sick, I was in pain. Came home and then he had to go to Nigeria. He was gone I think for a month and I'd lost 20 kilos when he got back. He forced me to go see the doctor again and forced them to do an ultrasound. So that's when I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And I had to go see a specialist. They did a colonoscopy, gave me medication. So we thought it was, okay. The pain started again, done an MRI, and then I had to do a bowel resection. So,
Yeah, I mean, at the time it all happened pretty fast. Obviously if it was picked up earlier, maybe the bowel resection could have been avoided, but I just felt, the lack of interest in her case by the GP, were part of the reasons why the whole situation ended up the way it is. But we thank God it wasn't, it didn't lead to something more adverse or even fatal at the time. But yeah, it was quite a bit of an experience, or rather dark moments for not just her, myself as well. I think at the time we've probably known each other for about 5 or 6 years or something like that. So
yeah, so I was in hospital for a week and it was good that I had him. He came and saw me every day. His parents contacted me, my parents would contact me. And I think that's how I got through it, because I didn't like doctors, didn't like hospitals, didn't like any of that. Yeah, I thank God that it's in remission now. I do have to take the medication the rest of my life. It is hard to have a child now.
Yeah, it was a difficult time, I have to say. Knowing something that could have been easily avoided, but like she said, thank God it's not any worse now. And at the same time, it could have been worse. She could have ended up with a stoma bag, she could have ended up with a total colectomy or whatnot. But it was picked up. We would like to say it is stable, but obviously the inconvenience of taking meds every day. I don't like taking meds, so seeing her take all these meds and so everything we do now is pretty much cautioned. We can't eat certain foods. She can't eat certain foods, and then you always get questions like, "Oh, she cooks it. Why doesn't she eat?" But sometimes for me, bringing it up, it's always harder trying to talk about it. But yeah, well, thank God we'll sail through, and most importantly, now we're doing great. Yeah.
Yes.
Crohn's, CHRONS. Pretty much what Crohn's is like it's having a hyperactive immune system. So pretty much, it's almost like your body attacks itself. In this case, in the bowels, so what it then leads to is total, or in her own case, it was total obstruction. So in lame terms, like eating food and the only way it's got to go out of your body is back up. So the only things that she could tolerate at the time, I think, was fluids, so which she weren't getting nutrient from. And then I remember coming back from Nigeria and seeing her like drop like 20 kilos in like a month was like, whoa, okay. Even if someone wanted to lose 20 kilos in a month, it's not possible. For something like that to happen drastically, I knew obviously something was wrong. So yeah, so Crohn's there is no cure. You just manage it. Unfortunately, there is no one thing that you can pinpoint actually flares it up. So for example, if everyone's different, but what is known is you take immunosuppressants, so drugs which kind of reduces your immune, your body's immune capacity or system. So if you, for example, we're not on immunosuppressants, maybe falling for the flu or getting the flu might be a lot harder than if you were on immunosuppressants. So for example, if I get a cold, sometimes I have to keep my distance because she would almost definitely get it. And obviously there are other like dramas that comes with it as well. But
like, I can't take Nurofen. That actually is the worst thing for me to take. And the doctors were making me take it. So yeah, like, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's the most painful. I think I was in so much pain I couldn't even get out of bed sometimes. I was vomiting every night, every morning. Whenever I ate, I knew in half an hour I might as well just get a bucket. I'll be vomiting it back up. So I think that's the time I used to never call in sick. And that's when I was calling in sick daily. And, back then I was actually trying to support him too while he was at uni. So me calling in sick was very hard to do that. And then having to take work off. Like, my manager didn't even know I was sick. He just thought I was on a diet. So when I told him I had to go for surgery, he was like, "What? I thought you were on a diet." And I was like, "No." So it's very difficult to talk about sometimes. But yeah. And I have to have a colonoscopy now every 5 years. So it's all the light stuff I have to do is very annoying, but I've got a deal. So.
Well, it's our little inconvenience now, so I like to see it. So what has happened has happened. We can't change the past, but we can certainly, write out the future.
I guess.
No, that's it.
Okay.